taking a little drive today. I was just thinking about some words I shared earlier about Daniel. And I was thinking how he was the king's right-hand man. He was the king's friend. Hold on, I'm going over a bump. He was set up in a place in the kingdom, again, just like Esther, for such a time as this. Just as you are set up in this kingdom for such a time as this. But what I wanted to share is the legislative branch, let's just say that, in our terms today, the legislative branch tricked the king into signing a decree, basically where everyone who prayed had to pray to their God, had to pray to that idol that was built. And if they didn't, then they would be put in the lion's den, fed to the lions. So I was thinking about how Daniel, in defiance to that law, but in faithfulness to his God, he opened the windows. He didn't just pray. He opened the windows so they could hear him pray. He opened the windows so he could be seen as he stood for God, as he stood for what was right. And that's what we need to do as prayer warriors. We need to open our windows. Open our windows and pray for this president. Pray for this administration. Pray for our congressmen, our senators. Pray for the legislative bills that are trying to be pushed through for righteousness to prevail. Hold on, another bump. There we go. It's important that we open our windows. Let the world know that we are praying. Let the enemy know that we are praying, that we are binding together in agreement, that we are coming together in agreement to bind the works of the enemy, that we are coming together in agreement to loosen the heavenly realms, the angels, to do battle for our prayers to break through, to do battle so we can be victorious. Because again, we don't comprehend that our fight is in the heavenly realms. Our fight is not against flesh and blood. Our fight is against principalities, spiritual wickedness, the rulers of darkness. That is what our fight is against. Christians who walk around and don't see what the battle is actually about are so deceived, are so blinded. We have to educate our fellow brothers and sisters to take their authoritative place, to bind and loosen. The keys that Jesus gave us were to bind and loosen. He said, whatever is bound on earth will be bound in heaven. Whatever is loosed on earth will be loosed in heaven. And these are the kingdom. These are the keys to the kingdom. And just so you know, I'm driving on a pretty much desolate road, and all is well. So, but anyway, it's important that we know what we're fighting. We have to know our enemy. We have to know our authority as Christians. What authority, what spiritual authority do we have? Are we just praying the prayers that we have been taught? Were we taught correctly how to pray? Ask yourself this. The devil is real, so if you're not praying against him and against his forces, what are you praying? Why are you praying? What are you expecting from your prayers? So open your windows, prayer warriors. Open your windows. Christians that are new to the prayer life, do your study. Follow those who know truth. Follow those who fight spiritually, because it's spiritually is where the warfare is. God bless you. Stay in the fight. Keep fighting. Fight hard. Get to the nitty gritty. Fast. We don't like fasting. Our flesh don't like it. And so I've got to get back to mine. So let's get it done. God bless.